Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the overall weekly spirit reading from November 8th to the 15th. So I could not wait to do this reading. I couldn't wait to have a moment alone to do this reading. And I haven't done a reading in a really long time, and I was getting a lot of spirit messages all week. So I'm going to throw it all in here in the beginning, and then we're going to tap into 6 decks. But in the order of what I was getting, I do want to include it because no matter what's coming up in the energy, I just want to have it on this video for whenever I need as well. So the first thing I got a couple of days ago was you are in the flow no matter what, and you are good no matter what. Breathe. So no matter what changes, what moves, what doesn't, what goes forward, what doesn't, what someone else does or doesn't do, you are in the flow no matter what, and you are good no matter what, and stay fixed to a higher perspective. Do more that makes you happy and balanced. And if you feel overwhelmed or rushed, breathe and say to yourself, you have all the time in the world. Breathe. And then I got listen to what you need. And it goes back to do more that makes you happy and balanced. They also said I was getting, there have been a lot of moments, taking care of yourself, your home, your work, cleaning out, clearing up, making progress. But it's not all go, go, go. There's a time to assess and regroup and recharge and take care of yourself. So going back to listen to what you need and then give it to yourself. Now, and then as I was about to do this message, a lot more was coming through about going back about living on a higher perspective. And no matter what's going on, to live on a higher perspective, which takes a lot of work. And there's something about this that it might really take a lot more work to remain living on it with a higher perspective. They were giving me also, here in the States, we're moving the clocks back. Oh, tonight. Yeah, tonight. How fitting is this? Tonight. So with that, the days get darker, right? So you could be feeling that energetically, or just feeling, even from our perspective, things going back to stay living on a higher perspective, like almost as our days get shorter, we have less sun, but in reality, the sun hasn't changed. The sun is just as brilliant and shining as always. So there's something about a perspective, it's only from our perspective that we're having a less, daylight or sun, but the sun has not changed. So there's something about staying on a higher perspective that they're bringing home, like don't get lost, almost like in an illusion or what you're seeing from your perspective. Just live on a higher perspective, do more that brings happiness and balance in, and that to know that you're in the flow no matter what. So whatever is changing, not changing, going forward, going backward, whatever someone else does or doesn't do, just live on a higher perspective. They also showed me to correct the spin. And this is so amazing what they gave me. But just how, say this is you, right? And then you start shifting. Let's go to the positive, right? Everything is a cycle and spinning. So if you're thinking higher thoughts, you're spinning and you're pulling in more things as you're spinning with positivity. It forms a gravity that pulls in more things to attract that's positive, and you go spiraling up. When you're started to go lower, you start spinning in a lower way, and it starts attracting like gravity, more things to go negative on, and it just spins you down. So they were like, correct the spin. So if you feel yourself going down and pulling in more things to get negative or darker about, correct the spin. So there's something about living on a higher perspective, and when you realize you're going on a spin, to correct the spin and start thinking of positive things. So you're spinning in another direction and then spinning more towards you that's positive about that. That goes along the lines of, going back to what they said, do more that makes you happy and balanced. Sometimes that's us being very proactive about that. So it feels like this is more of a work. So whatever's going on energy wise, it's going to take more work to live from a higher perspective and correct the spin. So I wanted to throw that all in there because sometimes it's just helpful to what to say to yourself. So let's get into the 6 decks from the 8th to the 15th. We're going to tap into the archangels for messages for the journey. We're going to tap into the energy of the week. We're going to tap into the goddess guidance. We're going to tap into what to surrender to make it easier. We're going to end it with messages from heaven, loved ones passed on, our spirit guides, and our guardian angels. So it's so funny. I have a bunch of videos to do for the channel, and I was like, let me do this first because I need the most energy for this. And I wanted to include all those spirit messages before I lost it. And also that goes with everything. If you feel your energy is a little more like you have a different capacity, then put the things that are most important that give you balance, keep you balanced and joyful first. And then go to the other things. You know, if you have a limited energy capacity, there's something about everything I said that's going to be helpful for the energies. So anyway, let's tap into the archangels now for the journey. Use your own intuition besides what I say, and let's see what are the cards and the messages that want to come through for the week. 8th to the 15th for all who may find this video. Again, I just post freely on YouTube, and if you're guided to the messages, they're for you. So let's tap into the archangels, clear out your mind and heart, and just get ready to receive messages that want to come through for the week, for the 8th to the 15th. They know everything that's going on, everything that's happening, everything that you're thinking and is in your mind and hearts right now. Oh gosh, are they almost ready? They're almost ready already. We'll get messages for the journey. What would be helpful to know for the 8th to the 15th? 8th to the 15th. What should we keep in our minds and hearts for the 8th to the 15th? What is the journey going to feel like? What should we keep in our minds and hearts for the week of the 8th to the 15th of November? 8th to the 15th. Oh, they're going to get really specific right away where I see a Michael. Okay, and in the physical, we're moving on things here. But the number... Oh gosh, okay. So yeah, there could be things that we're overwhelmed with. This brings me back to the spirit messages that came in here. Decisions, and things like this. We have the 6 of Michael. So you have to know, like they said in the beginning, no matter what you're seeing in your eyes and ears and everything, you're going to smoother waters. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So you can may feel that you're getting out of difficulties, that you're moving to smoother waters right now. This is very affirmational also, to let you know that you're moving to smoother waters and you are making your moves in the physical, right? And you're also being guided along the way on your moves to the physical, but there's a lot to accomplish here. So make a very detailed plan. You're being watched over by someone kind, which means like look out for signs, symbols, messages, follow your intuition. But you're making your moves in the physical, but be very methodical. Yeah, and this is not fast moving, so it's like being detailed, looking, but you're definitely moving to smoother waters here. Now, when you're moving in the physical, there's going to be decisions here and choices to be made. These two cards fell out together, and this is Major Arcana. So as you're making your moves in the physical, definitely moving out of past difficulties, going to smoother waters. There's definitely decisions and choices to be made. And just like they said, it could almost be this, like a false rushing that you have to make a decision when you don't. You could need a time to assess, like they said in the spirit messages. So take your time to assess your moves and the decisions and the choices to be made. So here they're saying release yourself from that which holds you back. It's a need for detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. There's a lot of things that we need to free from ourselves, like the spirit messages I mentioned in the beginning, anything that you are further burdening yourself with. But there are definitely choices and decisions to make, and they're saying it's time to make a decision, be clear on what you want and take action, and it's a need for detox. So this could very much be, that's two cards about detox, like releasing the burdens and stress and things that hold you back, and also major decisions and choices to be made. And don't be overwhelmed by them. Know that you're right in flow no matter what's going on, and you'll also probably feel guided on what decisions to make, what new choices to make going forward in the physical. So definitely it's a time to release yourself, detox, making different choices and decisions could be on the cards here. Be more clear on what you want. And like they said before, it could take work to get clear on what choice, what decision, or you're assessing and making different decisions now in the physical. So this could be that time to assess and everything else. Let's see what else is going on in the cards. So they're saying definitely take your time with decisions. Don't feel overwhelmed, but choices and decisions here. And it's all about freeing yourself more of what's holding you back, detoxing a lot. Like they said, a lot's been cleaning up, clearing up, so you can go forward into other things. So let's see what other messages want to come through from the 8th to the 15th. Yeah, okay, oh my gosh. What's coming out here? Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's going to be I feel like there's clarity coming in here with choices and decisions, because I have to go get this card. One of the last cards was Page of Michael, but one of the cards that flipped over also was the Five of Pentacles here. So there's going to be clarity and choices and decisions to get us out of these feelings of lack and remove from what we need and want. So it could be getting clarity on that. We have the King of Gabriel. So they're saying to definitely be in your power, be in your passion. That's where they want you to embody when you're making your moves in the physical. So keep your eyes on the big picture, just like they said in the beginning. Have that higher perspective. It's going to be key. Stay passionate. Leave the details. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. But I feel like the week, it's like embody this King of Gabriel, right? So it is keeping your eyes on the big picture. They kept on saying a higher perspective is key for when you're making your moves in the physical, and with the choices and decisions you're making, that's getting you out of literal feelings of lack in any way, inside and out, feeling removed from your abundance in any which way. But there is a lot of decisions and choices to be made. So, and you're going to be getting that clarity and new opportunities. That's lifting you up out of here. Exciting new challenges. You have what it takes to succeed. Again, you're reviewing contracts and documents very thoroughly. So decisions and choices to be made that get you out of feeling of lack, setting yourself free inside and out, moving towards more abundance, having more in the physical. You're going very detailed, very and it could be harder. It could be taking more work out of you to figure out what are the clear choices and decisions. And here comes more clarity and opportunities for that. Because look at that. Epiphany, you're getting the clarity and the Five of Gabriel to make your moves in the physical. Challenges you can resolve. So inside and out, decisions and epiphanies. There's joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. You're going to be getting the clarity, definitely with Page of Michael. Clarity and opportunities for decisions and choices to be made that you're making your moves. They're saying keep your higher perspective, because the choices and decisions you're making, the clarity that you're getting from within, is actually giving you more abundance inside and out. It's also giving you the ability to actually solve challenges, to make the moves in the physical that are part of solutions. So, withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. This could be a time when it's really you're going within for the clarity on new choices and decisions in the physical that bring in more abundance and more to you. And they're saying to keep that higher perspective. You have what it takes to succeed. You can solve these challenges. You can solve these problems. You're going to get the clarity from within. There's going to be a lot of new choices and decisions that set you free more. That when it comes to making your moves in the physical, you're going to get the clarity and the opportunities to, I think you're going to have epiphanies inside. Like they said, you're getting guidance on the way to go. This is supporting you, your epiphanies in a way. And when this came out, they said, watched over by someone kind. You're getting your signs, symbols, messages, all your clairs. You're getting inside epiphanies when it comes to an enlightenment, like a light being shown on what are the clearer choices and decisions, right? That are going to create more abundance, that frees yourself from feeling lack in any which way, inside and out. You're solving situations, issues, challenges. They're saying you have what it takes, and there's new clarity and new opportunities to make more clear moves in the physical, I would say. And keeping your higher perspective with things when you're making your moves in the physical is going to serve you well. So it's like keeping that higher perspective, especially when it comes to challenges and things you're trying to solve. You're really going to get inside epiphanies on what to move forward on. What are the proper choices and decisions to make? Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. And it is, again, the Page of Raphael. So Page of Michael, Page of Raphael. So there are definitely things coming in here to lift you back up here. New emotional situations, messages regarding relationships, good intuitive insights, doubling down on epiphanies. You're going to be getting it inside and out. A lot of opportunities, clarity, new things coming in here that's actually going to help. And it's also spurring on new choices and decisions that are going to be creating more abundance for you. they're saying, keep that higher perspective just over and over. It keeps you, especially when you're making your choices and decisions. And they said you need to bring in more happiness and balance into your life also. You could be having inside epiphanies, first of all, is what I'm getting, of bringing in more ways of new joy and happiness. It's going to be very important. That could be part of your decision making, especially when you have choices to be made, decisions to be made. You want to have a higher perspective. You want to bring in more joy, more happiness. You're going to be getting a lot of epiphanies inside, especially when it comes to solving challenges and situations. You're going to get clarity on things. They're definitely saying you're moving to smoother waters. There's a lot of work here, though, when moving to smoother waters, when you're literally making the moves in moves in the physical, and you're trying to make clearer, better decisions that bring you out of lack, inside and out. You could be getting a lot of inside epiphanies with this. That's bringing you new levels of joy and happiness and new clarity. There also could be, through your choices and decisions, it's literally bringing in opportunities just as much as it's bringing in clarity. And this King of Gabriel is, you're in your passion and your fire to come up with this. You're being lit from within, like with these epiphanies and with this passion to go forward in this way in the physical, to make better decisions and choices. So there could be a lot of clarity coming. Yes, like a lot of clarity and epiphanies and decisions to bring in more peace, basically. This is it. Release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So there's a lot of, yes, you're moving to smoother waters, but the work that it takes inside and out to get to smoother waters, with every move that you're making and with the choices you're making, you're bringing in more peace, letting go of the past, creating a more enriching future, right? Where the past was this, we're now moving to smoother waters past this to a more enriching future. But what does that take? That takes new clarity, that takes epiphanies, that takes new decisions when you're making the moves in the physical. And when you're making your moves in the physical, they want you to be in your passion, having a higher perspective, especially when it comes to the choices and decisions you're making. And it's leading to clarity and new opportunities here, where you are literally in your fire and passion to solve problems, situations, and everything else. Like, you have what it takes to solve the issues, the problems, the challenges in front of you, make the proper decisions, moving to a more enriching future. That's what they're saying. So I would say keep a higher perspective through this. Stay with a higher perspective as you're making your moves in the physical with the choices that you're making. You're having a lot of epiphanies, the light, the enlightenment, the clarity is coming from within rather than someone else. So here it says, like, release the drama. You might actually need to just be you, yourself, and I tapped into it for the moves. That's what I'm getting, because it's for epiphanies and the moves that you're making passionately for the challenges and the choices and decisions, like what goes where. When you're assessing that, it's like you, yourself, and I, yeah. And then you're going to go forward in standing up for yourself, right? It's stand up for what you believe and have confidence, claim your personal power. And that's what they really are doing the week of 8 to the 15th. So it's coming more into your power as the King of Gabriel. So with the moves that you're making and the choices and decisions, a lot of it is having inside epiphanies, or helping you to move past the past, bring in more levels of peace. You have what it takes for making the moves. And then as you're doing that, like moving to smoother waters and getting the clarity on these new choices and decisions, you're coming into more confidence, more power, more self-confidence, standing up for what you believe in. So that's the King of Gabriel. So it's very much embodying the King of Gabriel in your fire and passion, and having a higher perspective when you're making the moves and the choices and decisions, knowing that you can make the moves, solving the puzzle pieces, what goes where. You're getting epiphanies, and then you're also coming into your power to be more in your confidence, because that 5 of Pentacles here, that the peace is overriding. You're bringing peace to whatever was inside. You're coming into more power and self-confidence, and outside in the physical, you're making moves on what are the choices and decisions to bring in more abundance and what you need also. Just like they said in the beginning, listen to what you need and provide it. Bring in more joy, more happiness, provide what you need. And with the choices and decisions, you're getting the clarity. Keep that higher perspective. It's going to be illuminated to you with epiphanies. What are the decisions, choices to make to bring more in that you need. You're going to find you're standing up more for what you believe in, having more confidence, and you're making better decisions, choices. You're being inspired almost to be in your fire, to make these choices and decisions that's bringing more in for yourself. And I love this because there are all these challenges and things, like when you're making your moves, what are the correct ones? You're getting the epiphanies on it. So really pay attention to what you need when you're getting your choices, your decisions, you're evaluating, you're assessing. They said that in the beginning. What you're leaving behind in the past, what are you making peace with so you can move forward and make better decisions for yourself that actually enables you to step up with more personal power going forward also. I mean, this is just really interesting. There's a lot going on inside and out, and like how it started, keep your higher perspective. You're making choices and decisions and you're getting real epiphanies inside. So there's a lot going on inside when it comes to decisions and choices and making your moves in the physical that are empowering you in a sense. They want you to be empowered when you're making your moves, but then also the outcome of the way that you're doing your moves, you're also going to be empowering yourself too. Let's get the energy here. This is just really, it's a lot about higher perspective and empowerment and choices, decisions. Let's see the energy. Choices and the decisions. Let them empower you. Here we're getting, yes, talk about that. Angel of Strength is the energy. Yeah, I mean, make no doubt about it. They want you to be strong and resilient and persevering. And we started with the King of Gabriel. I mean, this is fiery, right? And then here you're standing up for yourself. And it's for the challenges and the new things that are ahead in the physical. They want you to be in your power. So there's a lot about there could be a lot of epiphanies you're having that free up more power, that bring you more strength from within, for the challenges and the things that you're doing in the physical right now, that you're feeling that it's bringing out this new sense of power in you. They're saying power is necessary. So there could be a lot that could be part of the decisions of what you're assessing and what there are almost no vocabulary words for this. Let's get the goddess guidance. Let's fill in the blanks here. It's like empowering decisions, like more empowering decisions here. With given of choice, make the more empowering decision. Keep a higher perspective. Hold on to your power for the moves you're making in the physical. When it comes to choices and decisions, you're going to have epiphanies from within. And be strong is what they're saying also here. Strong and powerful when facing those choices and decisions. We have guiding children here, so you're being used to help others at this time. Ow, and right back at me. Yeah, we're getting independence. So guiding children, you are good at helping, counseling, healing children. Use your skills to help children now. You could be used to help others at this time. And look at this independence. Yes, your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So this is why this is what they're saying. To be successful when you're making your moves in the physical, it is time to listen to your own epiphanies, to be in your own power here, passionately, eyes on the big picture, especially when it comes to your decisions, choices to be made, opportunities in the physical right now, to be in your power almost independently, because you're getting the illumination yourself. There's a lot about being in your own strength and independent, making your moves. There could be a lot of epiphanies with that. This is what I'm just getting. It's almost like you alone take those time for that clarity and epiphanies to come. Remain independent with what you're doing, strong, independent, making your choices and decisions, almost even in your strength and independence. Those epiphanies is a very personal card. It's the Hermit card when you're going in for the illumination, for the enlightenment of what choice, what decision. You could be getting real aha moments of what to let go. This could be what you carry in your mind and your heart. You could be getting new perceptions on things. You could be getting clarity on things. You could be all of a sudden have the proper way to go illuminated to you. There's something when they say independent, it's like you are independently fired up. You're independently strong. You're independently making your own choices and decisions. You're standing up for yourself independently when you're making your moves in the physical. There's something about this that's being rectified and freed, like the decision to almost, this is coming up, to claim that for yourself, getting out of the cage and releasing yourself from that which holds you back. There's that need to detox so you can rise up again in this being more strong, unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. There was a lot that we're releasing ourselves from when we were going to smoother waters. There's a lot that we're releasing to claim your independence, to remain independent when you're making your decisions. I know that sounds really bizarre. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I just think that you're going to be illuminated from within and you're kind of following what you're getting. There's a lot of choices and decisions. It's almost that it's forcing us to come up with more strength within ourselves. And you have what it takes to succeed with these moves in the physical. Definitely embody the King of Gabriel, where you're setting your eyes on the bigger picture. Hold on to your independence, your strength, your higher perspective when you're faced with any choices and decisions, and make always the choice to free yourself, to go stronger. With opportunities. This is really like, it's work though. They're not making it feel easy to me. It's like work. It's like that epiphany part. It's work to come to that. It's work coming to the clarity or the perception or the proper perspective to have, or the right choice or decision, or clearing something up within you to reclaim more of this. It's going to take work. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Surrender, release. That decision card to set yourself free was a lot about release. Surrender to the magic of who you are. This is making me tear up a little bit. There's work here. It's almost coming back to how beautiful and magical you really are. The resiliency, the power, the strength, the independency, the spirit of you. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Look how beautiful. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you're a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you, independently, strong, spirited. In that, I mean, that's like something is being also released inside. And it could be this enlightenment, this epiphanies that you're having, that the divine's working with you to like come back and remember what you're made of, the light, the independent, everything that makes you unique and worthy and well, valuable. Like it doesn't, just like they said, it doesn't matter other people, what people do, what they don't do, whatever. You're magical. You're all this. You're a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. You don't have to be anything but yourself as you're making your moves in the physical. And there's something going on with the energy, and it's not easy. It's not easy, even though they said we're moving to smooth waters, but something about like re-empowering you or making you stronger in that you, surrender back to the magic of all you are. And it's a very independent, like in your fire, in your spirit, in your resiliency, making your moves with keeping a higher perspective, fired up that way. You are magical. And surrender that unhealthy relationship. And I have to tell you, it could be unhealthy relationships to anything, anyone, any situation that's not making you feel so empowered, not permitting that anymore. Whether you're doing it to yourself because we have that Five of Pentacles, or a situation or other people do that, you're surrendering that. Like they said in the beginning, it doesn't matter what other people do, don't do, whatever. You rise up, you stay independent, making your moves, making it with clarity on the choices and decisions every single time. That brings you back to full empowerment and strength. Like that's work. Like I always say, light work is 24/7. So there's something going on with the energy. It's not making it that easy, but the choices and decisions you're making each and every moment of your day that further empower you in some way is the way to go, is what they're saying. Like the choice and decision to further free yourself or rise up again in your spirit and your strength is the way to go each and every single time. And you're getting opportunities this week to do that, to almost recognize your own strength, recognize your own magical amazingness, the magic of who you are, the resilience of who you are, the strength, the spirit, the uniqueness, the value, everything. Make that decision. That's an added thing that I'm getting. And surrender those unhealthy relationships. And these are sneaky. This could be an unhealthy relationship you're not even consciously aware of. It's so interesting. I was about to go on a tangent, but it's like, how there is proof now that young teenagers, are really affected, say, from social media. It's like they have an unhealthy relationship with, say, I don't know, name one of the social medias, where it's not doing well for their self-esteem, or that's lowering their empowerment of their uniqueness, the magic of them, because it's making them compare, and it's making them whatever feel self-conscious or anything like. And that's not even a conscious relationship. That's not like, oh, that's your boyfriend, that's your mother, that's your girlfriend, it just happens to be an unhealthy relationship. So what I just got was just surrender all unhealthy relationships that you have, that you notice maybe, and you could be getting epiphanies about that. Where have you permitted this cage, so to speak, to be? So they're helping us to let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. And it will be shown to you, and you're going to feel it energetically. It could be workers, co-workers, relationships, clients. It could be family. It could be, anybody is going to be under the microscope where it comes to when you're further surrendering yourself and coming up with epiphanies, and you're setting yourself free to make your moves more independently in your fire. What's in tangent with that? What's a clear choice with that? What's a decision with that? And you're going to notice unhealthy relationships that may have dimmed that in a way, and what would better serve you. It's going to be really interesting. So let's get into the messages from heaven. Loved ones, passed on, or spirit guides right away. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're ready for a change of scenery, explore. So it's time to explore more, to make those moves in the physical, to actually get out there more. They used to add a couple of pages there. There could be things coming in there for you. You're ready for changes, ready to get out there and see the change, and also get out there and share your light there, because in your hands, she's sharing the light. So get out there, be in your fire and your passion, and get ready for a change of scenery. Get out there and try new things. Explore, actually, is what they're saying here. So don't limit yourself. And here's freedom, getting out of the cage. So you might actually be getting out more, exploring different new things. Let yourself do that again. And again, like the page of Michael, and we had the page of Raphael, there could be new things to come in to explore as well. This was a lot about forcing you almost to come back into the uniqueness, magic of you, the strength, and everything else of you. Especially with new choices and decisions going forward. Birds are messengers we use to connect with you. You could feel really connected to birds. I say this all the time, and a lot of people say in the comments, birds that don't leave you alone, that come and visit you. I'm looking to my left. I always have birds just like hang out. They don't leave. Birds, all of nature could really speak to you and support you at this time. Birds are often used to give you comfort, especially signs that you're not alone. But there's a lot that you're doing, I want to say, independently in your strength and your spirit. They want you to. Yeah, get out there. You're ready for a change of scenery, exploring here. Put on your dancing shoes, walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. Get on out there. Get on out there. Get out there and make your moves. And we're getting, yes, get out there. Go out and plant new life seeds. Sow for your future. This is the Make-A-Wish flower. So when you're going out there, making your moves in the physical, definitely be the king of Gabriel, in your passion. No, there's no one like you. Be in your strength and your power. There could be a lot that you feel you're actually detoxing within you that's freeing you in some way, or you're making better choices and decisions about how you can further support yourself or be in your fire, in your power in the physical when you're making your moves. Because here we have the king of Gabriel. It's independent and driven and in your passion. You're getting epiphanies about this. And also go out and continue to plant those new life seeds, sow for your future. So you're planting new seeds, and they're saying to keep doing that in the physical, and keep having support around you. Make sure that you're having supportive, positive people around you. None of these toxic relationships and everything. Surrender back to the magic of who you are. There's could be a period where you're actually going to be shown and having epiphanies that's bringing you closer back to the essence of who you are, fired up again, or in your strength. That's what the energies are trying to do, to free yourself, and you could have epiphanies. There's new choices and decisions coming in here that are definitely all about making your moves more driven independently, more in your fire, in your spirit, in your strength, uniquely yourself. So that it could be messy when it's like that, because there's new choices and decisions. You could be getting clarity. There was a lot of epiphanies here. You could be coming to a lot of new clarities on things that's bringing you actually closer back to yourself in some way, the essence of all you are in some way, despite what's going on around. Like they said before, keep your higher perspective, and no matter what's moving, what's not moving, what someone does, what they don't, you're good. And you may be just coming up with that and continue planting your seeds and making proper decisions aligned to that. There's a lot of love and support here to be nobody but yourself and full of back to your own spirit here with making your moves and decisions. And you're definitely moving to smoother waters, but there's a lot that's detoxing. It just feels like a lot's detoxing. And when given the choice, you're doing things that are actually empowering you, that are clearing things up, that are, look at these miracles. How beautiful. And healing. Miracle on healing. Look at this right away. Healing miracle. Yeah, listen to your heart. Didn't they just say that in the very beginning about your heart? Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you, and it will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's something deep happening here that's having you rise up again in not a weird, fabulous way. That's like you're coming into your own stronger, standing up, independent. You could be having epiphanies that's only giving you more strength. I mean, here is the strength right here. To rise up and be that king of Gabriel in your fire in the physical. But there could be something that's really excavating, and that's been a term, that they're putting you back together again or something. Like the journey, the Six of Swords, it's like the journey just to get to smoother waters. It could have pulled us apart in a sense. And there's something healing here where you're being risen again to be exactly, surrender back to the magic of who you are. And you could be getting clarity. You could get epiphanies. You could feel a release, a detox, that all of a sudden it reminds you fully of who you are again. And it's not reliant on any other relationship, meaning like nobody, it's independent. It's so beautiful. There's no words that independently you're enough. They said you're good no matter what. You're in the flow and you're good. Stay with that higher perspective. There's something being worked that's really, you're coming into this again. It's going to feel very refreshing. There's clarity. There's better decisions being made. There's this detox. It's like, it's more than just, you're making your moves in the physical and there are different choices and decisions to make, and we're going to more abundance, and those new things are coming in, and that's great. And you're going out and planting new life seeds. You're sowing for your new future and everything else. Yeah, I see that too. But there's a lot going on inside that's very good. Okay. And miracle and healing miracle. Look at this, dearest one. Even if all hope seems lost, let not hope slip away. Remember, they said, hold on to that higher perspective. For I, your guardian angel, am constantly by your side. Surrender all your concerns to me and trust in the healing power of love. Trust in the healing power of love. Yes, please believe that you are never alone. Together we shall work through each issue or situation which is of concern to you. All heals with the passing of time. Magic and miracles are about to manifest, and that's what they want you to know. We have two more, guilt and positive change. Guilt, you do not, again, with this independent, you do not need anyone. Are you ready for this? I mean, this is a clear message. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. And that's why there are like all these unhealthy relationships that brought you, it's like an illusion. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you've failed to do from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. And there's something here about you're getting that all back. You may be having epiphanies where it's only bringing more light to you, where you're feeling this very personally, or you're going to, okay? And then you have positive change. Dare to be different. That's what they're daring us to get back to, the surrender to the magic of all you are. Now, it could be messy. This isn't just like epiphany and it's beautiful and you just come into, it could be messy in the process, like of the shedding, of the detox, of the coming to the epiphanies. But at the end, it's like you're coming into more strength every time. It's just beautiful what they're saying. You're surrendering to more of the magic of who you are, the spirit, everything that makes you unique. And there's a strength coming in here now, a clarity that's coming in here now. There's something being released that you can come into it more. It's a positive change, like a butterfly. Dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember, you're never going to please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. Go out and plant new life seeds and sow for your future. That you're part of the positive change. And I have goosebumps when I say that. They're saying to dare to be different. Surrender back to the magic of who you are. Be fired up, the King of Gabriel, in your strength, independent, all that makes you uniquely you, making your moves in the physical. That's what they're saying. And so you're going to feel that very intimately on the inside, but they're saying, yes, go out and plant those new life seeds. So for your future, it doesn't matter. You could be doing this very independently. You could be having epiphanies very independently. You could be following your own North Star in a sense. Dare to be just you, different, unique. When you're criticized, it doesn't matter. They kept on saying, look, it literally says independent. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They were like, you are good. You are in the flow. It doesn't matter. Stay in your strength. Dare to be different. It doesn't even matter if you're criticized. You're never going to please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime, and it's often they who sowed the seeds of change. Yeah, who've sown the seeds of change. So get out there. Whatever you're doing, you're making your moves, but there's a lot going on inside. So you're making your moves, but there's a lot going inside, and you're planting seeds for a new future, and it's part of blooming, positive change. And you're having tremendous healing going on here. You're having a lot that's bringing you back to your independence, the magic of you, very personally, the magic of who you are. And this is really beautiful. There are almost no words for this, but it's going to actually take you to making different choices and decisions going forward. Whatever is getting released here, these decisions, this is major arcana. It's almost like you're going to be going forth with more clarity, illumination from within that epiphanies, that you're making better choices and decisions. And it's further supporting like who you are, the magic of who you are, the spirit of who you are. That's what I'm seeing. So you could be feeling this very on the inside out kind of thing. We're definitely going for positive change, but it's all about being you, being in your passion, your fire, your spirit with the choices and decisions and moves that you're making. And we're definitely going to smoother waters, but keep sowing your seeds for the future, being exactly who you are. Being exactly who you are. And in the process, there could be a lot of like stripping away or epiphanies or clarity coming in here, or what have you permitted to this point, or what could bring in, like they said, what could literally bring in more joy and happiness to you? Like what serves this independent, fiery spirit of yours? What does it for you? There could be a lot of positive changes with that. This is just very illuminating. Like I said, epiphanies was under here. You could be really coming to this. Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's a little messy, I want to say, in the process. This is just beautiful though, but you're definitely follow those epiphanies. Definitely have a lot of love and support here to be nobody but yourself, and to be fired up and very independent when you're making your moves in the physical and going within for those epiphanies. And especially when it comes to clearer choices and decisions that better support you and serve you going forward. So I wish you the best for this middle of November, for all that's going in. That really is about bringing you more into everything that makes you you and in your independent spirit. For positive changes, and you don't need anyone else's approval, and here is the strength. So it's all gearing to bring you into more strength, especially when you're faced with any choices or decisions. I wish you the best. I mean, it feels like being set free and put back together and more empowered in a way. And this could be a lot of inner work is what I'm feeling. Just a lot of inner work. And on the outside, it's going to be reflected in the physical, that you're making clearer choices and decisions this way, holding this higher perspective, being in this way for yourself. So this is exciting, and it's introspective, and it's in and out, and just very interesting energy. So I wish you the best for November. But there is a lot of healing and miracles, and going out there planting new life seeds for your future, and let those new choices and decisions be more serving and empowering of the amazing spirit that you are, and independently, like surrender to the magic of who you are, all you are. Be nobody but yourself. It's only you that's needed for planting these seeds for your future. So it's being in that way, making your moves. Yeah, there's just so much here. It's just so beautiful. There's so much. And you could be feeling a lot too. It's very reflective of the energies. So as much as we're being pulled out, we're also going so within. And both is being worked on in November. It's just really interesting. Like I said, we're transforming things, but we're also being transformed in the process. And a lot of it is coming into our own independent spirit, regardless of anybody else, and regardless of everything we've even suffered up to this point. It's like making those decisions inside and out to still be in this alignment. It's just a lot of work and amazing miracle. Yeah, I love this. Magic and miracles are about to manifest. This is just really amazing. You're never alone. Just know that. They're saying you are never alone through this whole entire thing, and you know that already. But I just want to leave you with that. So have a great November and take care. Bye-bye.